Hey everyone, Pastor Wes here with you Wednesday afternoon. Hope you're having a good week. We're jumping back into our study on the secret to abundant living, which is not really a secret. It's right there in the Bible. But last week we talked about how it begins by asking four simple questions. The first question we asked last week was, who are you? One of those questions that sounds very easy at first, but the majority of people that I come across really do not know who they are, and they struggle through life trying to figure out who they are. The second question that we're going to begin looking at tonight is, what are you? I'm not talking about, are you a human being? I'm not talking about, are you Pentecostal or are you Baptist or Church of Christ or whatever. It's one of those questions, they seem so easy on the surface that we miss what's actually being asked. What am I is the question. What did God make me to be? Well, we were created to be His worshipers first and foremost. But what is it personally in my life? What is my plan? What is my purpose? What is it that God has created me to do? What is He created me to be? Psalm 139, beginning in verse 13, speaks to us as David says, he said, "For you formed me in my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret and skillfully wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Your eyes saw my substance, being yet unformed. And in your book they all were written, the days fashioned for me, when as yet there were none of them." Many people today simply do not know what they were created to be. Some people know what they're created to be, but for some reason they just haven't become that yet. They haven't began that journey to walk in who God has created them to be. Sometimes fear stops that transition. Sometimes fear stops that journey. Frustration, bad decisions, laziness, compromises, even success sometimes can cause you or keep you from being what God has made you to be, keep you from being what God has called you to do. Some people drop out of school, they quit looking, they're afraid to give up what they've got instead of just going after what they were made for. Our decisions in life sometimes make it hard to get to that place where God has designed us to get to, but never give up on your dream. Never give up on the plan that God has for your life. The path that you take may take longer, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth traveling. Keep forging ahead. The third question that has to be asked is, where are you? Now, this question goes along with one of those that we talked about in our last study. And it's very important because it's honest self-evaluation. And if you don't have honest self-evaluation, you're not going to get anywhere. None of this is going to work for you. You're never going to be able to walk in God's abundance if you don't have honest self-evaluation. You've got to say, on my journey through life, where am I at this particular moment? And I'm not where I'm hoping to be, not where I want to be, not where I just came from. Where am I at this particular point in my life? What do I have to work with? Last time in our last study, we talked about what are my resources. You also need to know, what are your responsibilities. We all go through what I call ages and stages of life. The Bible calls those things seasons. We go through seasons of life, and each age, each stage always presents a new challenge. A new challenge always comes with every stage of life, but these stages provide opportunities for us to grow, opportunities for us to learn if we're willing to accept them. We've got to stop talking about the things that we have set in our mind we can't do and just start embracing the possibilities that come with every age and stage of life. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 13:11, he said, "When I was a child, I used to speak like a child, think like a child, reason like a child. When I became a man, I did away with childish things." And so for all of us, it's time that we put away childish things, childish excuses, and embrace the power of God to simply become who He has made us to be. Till next time, I hope you have a great rest of your week. I love you. God bless you.